Ciao Juventini, welcome back to the AJC, your channel dedicated to Juventus. And are you ready? Are you ready for the first preseason friendly? We've got the starting lineup. We're going to take a look at some interesting scenarios that are building up already in the early days of camp. But should be just a fun watch and get a look at certain guys, especially first look at Jeffrey Ecketor with Juventus. We also have some guys, a lot of guys that are on the fringe that are probably going to be in this lineup as we go over it, that we'll get a look at, and Spalletti can make some decisions. I'm looking forward to this one. It is preseason. We don't take a whole bunch out of it, but it's always fun because you know that the actual season is going to fire up right around the corner. All right, everybody, as you tune in, drop a like, smash subscribe, and good luck in this month's kit giveaway. One of those for our members in legend status is this man Zukic kit from 15-16 that you see behind me. All right, the other one will be a 26-27 home long sleeve kit. All right, so good luck to everybody in that. Now let's get to it. All right, this is going to be the starting lineup for the first preseason friendly against Stefan Lichtsteiner's Basel. All right, so yes, we get to see the Swiss Express on the sidelines for our opponents in our first friendly. Always nice to see the Swiss Express. All right, and here you go. Di Gregorio, Kalulu, Gatti, Kelly, Cambiaso back four. It's being listed as a 4-2-3-1. I've seen some listed as a 4-3-3. Locatelli, Douglas Luiz. A lot of eyes will be on him. See if he can impress Spalletti to the point where he wants him to remain. Can he change the storyline around this move to Juventus? Then you have Zhigrova set to start at the right wing position. Adzic as your advanced midfielder. Jeremy Bolga out on the left wing. And again, first look at Jeffrey Ecketor with Juventus, who was the first signing for Juventus this offseason. That is your starting lineup. I'm just looking at the stadium scenes right now. Looks like a decent crowd. A little light, but it's preseason friendly. Hey, maybe they're just grabbing a bite to eat and some bevies, all right? We see some Juventini there now. And let's say what's up to everybody in here. Panda, fired up. Let's go. DR1S, great to see you as always, amigo. Dougie and Eka in the starting lineup. Arthur Melo, Joao Mario on the bench, and some from the youth team. We were expected to see Joao Mario from the start. I'm a little surprised we haven't. They are trying to push for his sale. Juve's looking for 15 million euros on his sale. And ciao, Brahim, great to see you. Where can you tune in? You could follow along on Juve's website or app. It is right there for you. We got a 3-1 prediction already. Ecketor, Lincina, Zhigrova. Yeah, adding Lincina. I was making a shout from on our last live yesterday with Omer, saying that I think we should actually incorporate him into our roster. And I think he would have decent playing time because he gives you that advanced midfielder that could play there. So I would probably look that route. Apex, great to see you in here. Pino Bianco Nero, ciao. Great to see you. Great to see all of you, all right? And predictions, why wait? Start firing away. We already have a 3-1. We got Brahim coming in here with a 4-2 for Juve. I'm actually going to go with a... I'm going to go with a 3-1 friendly victory here, okay? I'm going to go with a 3-1. I'm not so happy with the feed and its choppiness. I don't know if anyone is experiencing that, but it doesn't seem to be holding on quite nicely. But hey, it is what it is. These apps, I will say this, every season it's the same thing when they start playing these games on their official apps and whatnot. There's always some type of issue. Sometimes you can't actually get into it. Other times it just doesn't work. But we see the officials coming out right now of the tunnel. And again, I wish it was running smoother. But let's see if I can... Yeah, it's not the best. It's not the best. But yes, you can follow along on Juve's website or app. Never perfect, but it'll get the job done for today. Bino Bianconero's going with a 3-2. Very close to my 3-1. I'm all you take. Okay, let's have some fun here. What's everybody? And there you go. As I mentioned, well, the website ain't working for me, so I'm cooked, chat. There's always issues. It's never smooth, and it drives me nuts. It drives me nuts. Club like Juventus can't get it right with these friendlies. Nonetheless, it's choppy, but I should be able to get through this watch along for you. I just want to know what you guys are taking out of this. For me, I'll be quite honest. I want to get a look at Douglas Luiz. I really want to get a look at Jeffrey Ecuador. I still believe that he ain't going to be on the first team roster when season starts. But let's see. Let's see. But yeah, I want to get a look at him. Really, just these guys that you're unsure about. That's all I want to get a look at is if maybe somebody can change our minds, etc. Something like that. So look at the chat. You guys are legends. All helping Giuseppe Cataldo there find where he can watch the game. Blue Sports streams on YouTube with German commentary, but Basel's YouTube is also playing it. Yeah, well, they're just showing the starting lineups here for this friendly. They're going to be in a 4-2-3-1 shape as well. And the only guy I immediately notice on FC Basel's is right there taking the coin flip with Locatelli, but Shaqiri still going. And yes, Giratina, the Juventus stream is running pretty choppy. But we're just about at kickoff. I don't want to make a switch to another station. Maybe at halftime, I'll switch it to Basel's YouTube. So it's not just me that it's so laggy on Juve's site. Every year, everybody, there's an issue. Every year. So one of the interesting things is there's so many question marks around Spalletti, what he's going to do, especially with the Celik signing. A lot of talk that maybe we are going to end up deploying in a 3-man back set. Again, this setup's calling for a 4-man back set, but it's really unknown how you can make it work because Celik can also play as a right center back. Kalulu is arguably at his absolute best at the right center back role. So it'll be interesting to see how Spalletti wants to deploy his team. But we're going to get to the action here. Waiting for kickoff. We have kickoff, everybody. Fino alla fine. Forza Juventus. Let's have some fun today. Juve on the jump early. Cross sent in. Super laggy. It is blocked. It's out for a throw-in. Yeah, we're about 22 seconds in. And this is super, super choppy, everybody. Who's already on the ground? Adzic. I'm going to end up moving it to... Basel's YouTube channel. I can't watch a game like this. This is terrible from Juventus. I gotta say, that's terrible. Let me get to Basel's, because I can't watch a game like that. That's brutal. Home. Let's go FC Basel. I don't see it on their site, everybody. Somebody said it's on Basel's YouTube, but I can't see it. Okay, I think I got her here. Thanks, everybody. Yeah, that Juve site is choppy. Okay, we're good. We're in action here. Basel's on the ball right now, just working it up the right flank. So everybody, thanks for the heads up. Blue Sports on YouTube, that's the way to go. You'll get a beautiful feed, very smooth. Juve's website, we can't figure it out. Times are rough right now. Money's tight. They can't get the internet running properly. So it's 4 minutes in. It's a throw into Juventus on the left flank. Cambiaso takes it, sends it back. Ball all the way back. Now play to Gatti. Just absolutely nothing from Gatti. Working hard to just keep the ball down the sideline, just to pass it to the opposition. Little strip here. Shagrova plays it into the center. Ekator slows it up. Goes back with it. This is up forward. Luiz now spraying it out for Shagrova. Inside, Kalulu. Douglas Luiz. Oh, misses the easy pass out to the flank there for Shagrova. Look at the hair on Gattone. Yeah. It's been the problem is that's been the best part of his game for quite some time now. Basel taking their sweet time on this throw, and holy smokes, just get this ball in play. And it's immediately won back by Juventus. Douglas Luiz carrying this through the midfield. No pressure to him. Beats one guy, then sends it out. Tries to make that corner ball for Shagrova. It's cut off. Basel trying to run back at Juventus. Out to the right flank. Played in. They're coming up that flank, but nowhere to go. It is cut off, cleaned up. That's Locatelli there. Gatti was better with no plugs. I agree. 100%. So my timer is like 10 seconds off just because I switched feeds. I switched off of the Juventus station and went to Blue Sports on YouTube to watch it. I will update that at half. Basel in our area takes a swipe at it, and it curls away from Di Gregorio's goal. That shot was from Thorel. Man, Shaqiri. I can't believe it. Shaqiri's still going. Yeah, everybody, again, update for those of you trying to follow along. If you're on Juve's site, it's running terribly. So heads up to the chat. You guys are legends. They sent me to Blue Sports on YouTube, and they're showing it live. Great call. That's why the AJC Army, second to none. You guys are always on it. Kelly. Boga and Kelly with a couple exchanges. Boga nowhere to really go. So it goes back to Kelly again. Locatelli's dropped deep to collect. Now sends it over to Gatti on that right flank. And he goes right back to Locatelli. Now over to Kelly. Hits the halfway line, scans, plays this ball over the top, looking Nekator's way. It's cut off. Sent forward. And Juve wins it back immediately. Kelly to Douglas Luiz now at the halfway line. Over to Gatti. Now in. Shagrova. Cuts on the first one. Sends it into Nekator. Played back. Now out to the wing. Good little movement from Juve. Boga now can run as man in the area. Working on him. Cuts to his left. Earns a corner. Look at Brahim here. HAC on the phone. Blue Sport on the TV. And English sound on the computer from the Juve homepage. Madonna mia. High hopes for our kid Nekator. Yeah, I just want to see I want to see what his game's all about. Be lying if I told you I saw any of his appearances in Serie A so far. Or probably have and just didn't really notice much. But he is highly touted. And he does have 30-something matches. I don't know the exact number, but he has 30-something matches in Serie A already. There he is. There's Shaqiri. The stocky SOB. Just a unit. All right. Not a whole bunch in it. Like I said, my timer's just about 10 seconds off. We're around 9 minutes, 50 seconds into this thing. Basel on the ball at the back there. This one cut off by Douglas Luiz. Nekator gets into it, and then they find Adzic, but he can't find the run from Douglas Luiz. Long ball sent forward by Basel, and it's cleaned up. Kalulu cleans it up. Moves it up the line, and then we go back to Gatti, and Juventus can regroup. Shagrova and Kalulu with a quick exchange there. Now played back to Gatti. So on the ball, Locatelli's essentially dropped back to become like a third defender, and we were pushing Cambiaso forward. Here he is on the ball, now sending it out for Jeremy Boga, working off that left flank, trying to get the ball to Douglas Luiz, but he's facing a double team. Now Luiz makes a run forward, gets onto it. Here's a left-footed cross. It's low, it's cleared, and Juventus can't get to it. And Basel now making its way out. Thorol on it for Basel. All the way back to their keeper. Omlin. He's taking his sweet time well out of his area. Finally, a little bit of pressure forces him to launch this ball out to the left flank. Ends up going out off of Hotel, and Kalulu will take the throw in for Juventus, get this back into play. You see Spalletti shouting some orders from the sideline. He's got a notepad and pen today, taking notes. Preseason notes. Locatelli sprays this one to Kalulu out on the right flank. He can attack a little bit of space here. Sends a cross in, very weak cross. Low, easily cleared. You could definitely tell this is the first preseason game when you're seeing the quality of crosses that we've sent in. I don't think anybody's got it higher than 4 feet off the carpet. Oh, Akator quickly, but Douglas Luiz wins it back nicely. Oh, that's a nice little ball there. I think that was Douglas Luiz sending a nice through ball. And again, Juve winning the ball back very nicely, very cleanly. Loka a little bit advanced, finding Douglas Luiz. Sends it out to the sideline. That's Shagrova. Here comes the double team on him. Plays it back. It's Kalulu that's on it. Oh, my blue sport feed's starting to lag too. Here we go. We're back. Shagrova's on it again. Douglas Luiz back to Shagrova. Tries to get around his man. It's stopped by Basel here. Shagrova. Cut out Locatelli to the outside. Kalulu sends a cross in, and that's cleared. Juve on the ball at the back line here. So these streams are buffing and stuff. So they're buffering, and it's sent me back a little bit further now on time. But it is what it is. This is what we deal with the preseason. I'm at 13 minutes, 50 seconds because I had to wait for the buffering. See the comments already about Adzic needing a loan. I mean, yeah, I even said I'm actually okay if we even sell, to be quite honest. I just don't see if it pans out. And I mean, it's super young. He's super young still. So it's like, you know, if it pans out, great. But I have no problems if we end up moving him. Speak of the devil. He's on the ball right now. Running at the back line. Oh, that's a terrible pass. Tries to go all the way from the center. I don't know. 5 yards away from the top of the area. Tried to go all the way out wide to Bogan. Wasn't even close. Like, I don't know. We'll always have that strike against Inter. Merda. We'll always have that with Adzic. But I tell you, very, very underwhelming in a lot of his showings. I think you, if you sold him and some people are like, we should still keep him. I still say you're going to start seeing Licina, and then he's going to make you forget all about Adzic. You want to get a young guy on the roster and get him some minutes off the bench and everything and kind of groom him and mold him for Juve. Licina would be the shout for this year. Boga working on his man. Top of the area, sent in. Little 1-2 played now. Cross going in. Header. Oh, Zagrova Just couldn't get to the right height to send that thing on target. Juve retains possession. Locatelli, lazy pass. It's cut off, and now Basel in possession. Shaqiri on it. Hits the halfway line. Now, plays it off his striker. That's back-to-back 1-2s. They're quickly out on the left. Cutting inside, trying to get a shot is Otelli. Drifts it to the middle. The shot easily rolls to Di Gregorio. Not much on that one. But Basel coming right back at us. Way too easy. No, the minutes aren't matching up because they're actually at like 17 minutes, 30 seconds. And I'm on a buffering stream. So the stream lost it for me. I'm at 17 minutes live. So I lost about 30 seconds. Which, funny enough, is usually what the Serie A matches are anyways. Based on my actual streams from a paying service. Not just a stream on YouTube. So and yeah, I guess we should make note of that. D-Gray. Stopping the first shot. Woo! There we go. Aaron, I see your comment. You haven't been able to watch it at all. Yeah, I had to bail on the Juve site, but Blue Sport's working pretty good. It had a couple moments where it froze, which is why I'm behind on the time. But it's working good. Much better than the Juve site. Kelly, Cambiaso, little 1-2 at Douglas Luiz. Now Locatelli on it. Now quickly out for Jagrova. He's 1v1 out on the right. And then the double team catches up to him and they win the ball, but it does go out. Juventus throw. Gatti back to Di Gregorio. Kelly's on it here. He kills me sometimes when he's on the ball. It just takes forever to make a decision. Just make a decision. Move the damn thing. Kalulu. Now to Gatti, right against that right flank. Plays it inside. That's Adzic. Little touch forward. Locatelli finds himself out on the right. In for Adzic. And the shot right at the keeper. Just drilled. Right at him. Basel now trying to get away. Just pinned out on that corner. All sorts of pressure from Juve after that rip. Good little movement. Loca just lays it in front of Adzic. He turns and just fires. And the keeper had to be with that one. Quickly taken on the free kick. Luiz flips it to Jagrova. Cross all the way across. Hits the spot and Basel clears it. It's not a Juve game without the sliding challenge from Loca. Goes through his man there. Couple words from the official. Good stiff challenge. There you go. Absolutely none of the ball. There you go, Loca. There you go. Yeah. Little high five. Slap on the shoulder. Giddy up. Basel running at us, and then Douglas Luiz ends up stripping the ball, draws a foul, so Juve can regroup on it now. My feed's at 22 minutes again, about 30 seconds off. Maybe a little more. No. Actually, funny enough. Yeah, 30 seconds. We're 30 seconds. Locatelli, huge switch field, looking Boga's way. Hits him, he chests it down to Cambiasso. Boga picks it up. Runs at his man. Working along that left flank. Played it in for Cambiasso. Now right back to Boga. Nice play. He's in the area here. Lines up a shot. That's stopped by the keeper. Good work between the two of them. Yeah, there's a lot of feelings around Cambiasso and Yildiz, the two of them just not being able to put it together on that left flank. Hydration break. A hydration break. Come on, you guys. What are we doing here? You need the ads during the friendly or what? Hydration break in the friendly. Guys, should I be changing my plans today? Like, let's go. Giddy up. It's hot, bro. It's hot. No, they don't know hot. Come out here. Mid-40 summers. All right. Hydration break. What are you guys thinking so far? And yeah, if it's 25 degrees Celsius here, that's not hot. That's not hot. Who is Spalletti yelling at? He's getting old, man. Could just be the air. Old man yells at the air. Classic Abe Simpson meme there. Dougie Luiz. Looking good. There's a player there. I always say the same thing, man. You need this guy to be locked in and committed. It's gotta be committed and into it. But there is a player there. There is a player there. Without a shadow of a doubt, would bring more than Co-Miners. Like, easily. You got to make room in that midfield, though. Way too many guys. Adzic, Miretti, Co-Miners, Luiz. You got to make your decisions. And my biggest thing is, like, Juve's got to make the right decisions for the club and not let the market or what's happening there make the decisions. And that's the tricky spot when you're limited financially. You can't let the market make the calls for you. You have to do what's right for the team, and if it means taking a hit here or there, you got to do it. So if at the end of camp and the preseason and the tour and everything, if Dougie Luiz deserves to be on this roster over somebody else, you can't let the market dictate what ends up happening there. Now, the thing with Douglas Luiz is he ain't having much of a market anyways, but neither is Colt Miners. Oh, they tried to send Hector for a run there. He gets cut off. Good slide challenge there. Thorell again. Basel does try to go through Thorell in the middle there. Now you see Shaqiri. Shaqiri's dropping everywhere to get on the ball for them. Ooh. The no-look pass trying to find the target there by Shaqiri. Hector kind of laid off there. Yeah, he stopped right before that slide challenge comes in there. I want to see him just go right through that. You pop that ball over you. And Hector's down now. My goodness. Openda coming on. Oh my God, man. 28 minutes in. Hector's got to leave this thing? Oof. Well, so much for getting a look at this kid. Not really much to take out of this one. I still don't think he's going to end up on our first team roster, man. I just don't see it. And I'm not judging it off this game. I just thought like that move in its entirety was just to get one touted prospect back in because you're saying goodbye to two of them just to hit your FFP before the end of June because you only had 2 days to do it when the window opened on June 29th. So Dafada and Puchka going out, Hector coming in. Tony agrees with me. Hector going to be loaned 1,000%. Yeah, all these shouts for Hector and third striker even, all this, I just don't see it. You on the ball here, switching it out for Boga. Working off that left side. Cuts all the way centrally. Nowhere to go. Does drop it off for Kalulu. Pops it up over the top. Ooh. Here's a cross from Zagrova again. The crossing quality is definitely that of preseason. Cambiasso on it for Juve. Turning away from his man. Locatelli on it to Zagrova. Kalulu now back to Zagrova. Finding Luiz. Inside to Cambiasso, and his pass cut off, cleared only as far as Kelly. Kelly now to the outside for Boga. Into Openda. Back to Boga. for Cambiaso, Boga, and then cut off. They can't find that final link. Juve trying to play a very cute game in that final third. Shagrova should just be a content creator. He's even good at that. Boga trying to get in there. Little flip pass from Kalulu. And just clattering in there was Boga with a defender and the keeper, Omlin. Gio, are any of our new big signings playing? Oh, right. We don't have it. Well, the one, Hector, had to already leave. And you know what? I'm still here just waiting. The funny thing about Juve is it's the only team I follow that as I get older, I feel my chances increasing of making the squad. As I get older, I feel like I get a better shot of making it. Loca and Luiz with an exchange. Now long ball looking Jagrova's way. Flag down for offside. Looking for an upgrade on Pellegrini. Just rumors at this point, but apparently Gasperini doesn't want to lose Pellegrini. They were working on renewals, and so far it's just rumors that Masada is going to try to make a play there for the player, but nothing concrete, nothing crazy. Oh, sent in. Played across. Oh, Luiz tries to chip it over. Plays it out to Boga. Flips it over. Oh, and Adzic just can't corral that. Oh, man. Luiz trying to chip Omlin there. Roma's trying to steal Kessié from us because they're pissed we took Celik. I mean, is it really worth being pissed off about like Celik? Like, holy hell. I find the whole situation funny. Guess we kind of fucked ourselves for Svilar, though. Not that we were going to make a play for a goalkeeper worth that kind of money anyways. But, yeah, they could be pissed off. It is what it is. We talked about it yesterday on the live show, though. I am hoping that Juve can close things out for Kessié. I think he'll push the needle for us, in my opinion. And when you start looking at some of these other names, crossed in by Basel, low, right across face of goal, Di Gregorio grabs it, plays it out to Douglas Luiz. This is a game at preseason pace. But again, just getting a look at some of these guys that are on the fringe because a lot of these guys are not going to be starters this season. So Spalletti, definitely getting a look at these fringe players. Shakrova to Douglas Luiz, two guys who are going to be evaluated. Bolga now, trying to take his man on. Double team comes in. Boga still on the ball. Plays it back. Kelly in the Locatelli. To Luiz. There's got to be a better way to utilize Cambiaso. Like, he's in these weird pockets there. Nobody can see him. Nobody can find him. Zagrova tries to dance there. Loses it. And then fouls his man. There's got to be better ways to use Cambiaso. I mean, he's trying to get into these pockets of space there, but nobody could see him. Nobody could find him. And he ends up just not doing anything. But he's playing with guys that love to work out wide in Boga, Yildiz. So he slots in there centrally, but we can never, ever find him. Adzic on it for Juve. Played out to the right for Kalulu. Cross coming in. Oh, it's a low one. Doesn't get it by the first defender. Basel into Shaqiri. Pressure all over him. Locatelli's going to get the foul there. Guys, update for anybody who's watching it on Juve's website. Is it better now or is it still choppy? Because I might switch back to it for the second half. Oh, hey, yellow. The preseason yellow there on Cambiaso. So it's better. Yeah, it's fixed. Okay. Thank you. I'll make that switch at half. And we'll get back in time with it. Mind you, I'm not that far off. Adzic getting absolutely bodied off that ball there. Out of all these fringe guys we're seeing here, Douglas Luiz looks the best. Nobody else has really done much. Shagrova has not looked good, in my opinion. Boga looks fantastic. He looks good. But he's not a fringe player. Cambiaso carries forward to Shagrova. He pulls up, goes back to Locatelli, plays it to Lloyd Kelly. Hits a halfway line, now sends it out for Boga. Adzic back to Locatelli, into Adzic again. Pass cut off. But he does fight back. He wins it. He's on it here. Top of the area. Plays it over. Cambiaso. And there's a hit. And it's wide. It's a bit better. Adzic looks so... It just looks so unsure of himself out around the top of the area there. He was never thinking strike himself. And he does have a good shot. But he lays it off to Cambiaso, and he ends up taking a rip. That goes wide of Omlin's goal. Offside here, as Basel tries to come back at Juventus. Locatelli to Kelly. Outside to Boga. Losing it here. Recovered by Juve, though. Locatelli on the ground for Kalulu. Now to the outside for Zagrova. He's 1v1 for now. Man, he's just not dancing the way he usually does. But he does find Adzic there. Played back out to Kalulu. Here's a cross coming in and to absolutely nobody. But Juve, again, wins the ball back. Luiz settles nicely. Spins. Finds Zagrova. Oh, 1-2 with Openda, but couldn't get it back to Zagrova. Yeah, I think we. I'm seeing some of the comments in the chat here. It's got to make me laugh. It's a preseason friendly. It's the first one, and again, this is fringe. A lot of fringe players in here that we're just trying to get a look at, and it's not that crazy. Oh, Gatti's just. I'd sell that guy. Sell that guy. No problem selling him. In Italy, whatever. Don't even care. Max wants him. Send him to Max. Gatti has gotten worse with time, not better. And that's the bad side. Ciao, Sweaty. Great to see you in here, my friend. Set piece here coming for Basel, Shaqiri. Shaqiri's just killing me. This guy is the same guy he's always been. He looks identical. Doesn't look like he's aged at all. It's hilarious. Oh, absolutely whips one in there, but headed clear by Juve. Shaqiri recovers, plays it back. Cheeky little back heel down the flank. Oh. Errant 1-2 by Basel, but they're still on it. Cross coming in. Cleared out by Juve. Throw in coming up for Basel. So far, a few rips from Juve. Adzic getting in behind the defense. It was a tight angle, though. Absolutely blasted at Omlin. Douglas Luiz tried to chip Omlin. Cambiasso with a rip. Boga with a few strikes. Unable to get anything past the keeper for Juve. Basel not too much in this. Couple attempts here and there. Juve's been on the ball 60% of the time. 5 attempts for them. 1 big chance created. 2 total attempts for Basel. But they're going to get a good one here. This is in a good spot. This is in a really good spot. This is in a really good spot. Shaqiri's one of them standing over it. Shaqiri right at Di Gregorio. And he swallows it up. No rebound. Decent long ball sent there. Openda just gets cut off from him, but he wins it back. But in the follow-up, Juve can't retain the ball. But we got a halftime. That's half, everybody. Okay. Halftime. I'm going to get the feed going here. We're going to update this timer too. We're going to update this timer. There we go. Yeah, so Ecuador having to leave. Not much of a first look at him. I think it's precautionary. It didn't look like it was anything serious, the way he was moving and leaving things. But you just never know. The reports right now simply just state muscle injury. So, hey, who knows? Who knows? Gave you the stats on it. There's not a whole bunch in this, you guys. I am going to move this to the Juventus site, as you say. Oh. You all say it's good now and it's better, so let me plug into that. Go to the Juve app here. We'll get this thing lined up, and then we'll chat about what we just saw. A lot of people getting too fired up, though. Guys, literally, first game of preseason. Like, more so getting a look at things. The biggest thing is for Spalletti, really, to make these decisions. But they all look very unfit. Well, yeah. Having summertime paninis and a few bevies here and there. You got to get back into her. Let's log in. Let's watch this. All right. It looks good. Doesn't seem to be buffering right away anyway, so yeah. Locatelli, terrible. Oh, you guys, come on. Oh, we shouldn't be... I'm not paying much attention to guys like Cambiasso. I'm more looking at the usage, but I'm still not really paying big attention there. I'm not really paying attention to Loca. I'm not paying attention to Kalulu. I'm looking at guys like Zhigrova, who are on the block, allegedly. Guys like Gatti, Douglas Luiz, even Openda, for God's sakes. But those are more the guys I'm looking at, not the guys that are going to be your starters. I thought Douglas Luiz looked really good there. I've always thought he's a good player. I mean, when we first signed him, I was absolutely stoked on landing Douglas Luiz. I think he's a solid midfielder. I think like he can be one of the guys that is that link up from the middle to the attack. The things that you want Thuram to do consistently, he can bring you. But the thing for me is he committed? Does he want to be here? Because he gives you these vibes like he just doesn't really give a shit. And that's the biggest thing. That's for the management, and that's for Spalletti to sniff out. But as far as the player goes, there's a player there. There's a good player there. I'm just not convinced he wants to be around to the degree that we need him to be locked in on. Wholeheartedly. That's it. Zhigrova was, in my opinion, pretty weak that half. Very, very weak. Looked slow. Didn't look like he had that quick first step. You could tell that the decisions and the calls that he's trying to make are the right ones. And he did have a few really good passes in there. tried a few good 1-2s, but again, we're trying to link them up in the first preseason friendly. It ain't going to be tic-tac-toe and you're going to walk in. So I need to see them maybe dial it down a bit, not try to be so pretty, try to generate more shooting opportunities. The crossing looked absolutely embarrassing that half from everyone. Kalulu, Shakrova, Cambiaso, Boga, all the crossing looked like a preseason friendly crossing session. Nobody getting that ball anywhere near another Juve player on target. So, and that's the kind of things that you see in preseason. But yeah, Juve's basically got decisions to make, and this is what we look for in these friendlies, is what route should Juventus go? Again, I stand firm that they shouldn't let the market dictate where they go and what they do. So when you're hearing guys like Thuram are on the block, you can't, if a strong offer comes in, it says, well, we're going to sell him. But do you want to sell him? Like, that's the thing for me. Who makes sense of these things? Like, you got to look at these moves, and it's like, okay, you take that money on Thuram. Where are you going with it? So that's my biggest thing, is I could say goodbye to Thuram. I don't want it on a cheap, okay? So I want to make sure we make top dollar if you say goodbye. And what does it mean for the group? If every decision that Juventus makes sense and is for the better of the group, then I have absolutely no problems. Because I think that there's a lot of players on Juve that if a good offer comes in, Juve should be considering it. I don't think there's anybody that's untouchable on Juve at this point, but there's guys that if you say goodbye to, it has to be a strong deal for you, and you have to ensure that the follow-up is good. You can't have even lateral moves really at this point for Juve. So that's all I'm going to say as far as what the management team ends up doing and whatnot, but I just don't want to see the market start to make the decisions and then we're left regretting things on the pitch come season start and everything that goes there. So for me, yeah, if you're saying goodbye to certain guys, you got to make sure that everything that follows up after is solid and that you get top dollar. I need this team to stop selling on the cheap. So yeah, let's see. But right now, I'm telling you, I'd have to say in the middle of the park, Medetti and Adzic, and even Cope Miners, for me, can all go. All go. And Adzic is another player you watch there in the first half here of this one. I've never really seen it. I've never really seen what all the big crazy hype was. You know, we had that fantastic moment in that match against Inter, and you were wondering, man, this guy could be this player that we pull in off the bench that could bring some spark, some fire. And then you just never saw it after. And I'm just not really big on him whatsoever. It could be an outright sale, and I would lose absolutely zero sleep for it. Medetti, I think, needs to go. Cope Miners needs to go. So if we can find a way to get an agreement with Kessié, would be big. And I think I would seriously be considering keeping Douglas Luiz around. But I wouldn't be looking to sell Thuram. Like, I wouldn't be shopping him. I would just listen to the offers coming in, because if Thuram ends up being a player that comes off the bench to go into our midfield and can fight for his spot, I think he needs that fight. I think he gets complacent. So let's see. Let's see. Oh, Arthur, absolutely. Arthur, jeez, what are we talking about? Dude's on a fino alla fine contract. This is actually going to be his last, it's the last season. That's it for him. But yeah, Arthur, absolutely. Coop needs to fly out. He needs to be on a rock. And that's a damn shame, because this is a guy that was in such good form for like 3 seasons coming into it. And like, he didn't have, this is the part that frustrates me with Cope Miners. Even if he was a decent, like just a solid player for us, it wouldn't be to the level that it is. It's the fact that he has brought absolutely nothing to the table. Like, even if he just had a good game 2 out of 4, 2 out of 5, like, I mean, it wouldn't be as bad. But Colt Miners is wild because he brings nothing at all. The trailing runs with the shots, with the dangerous shots that he was bringing at Atalanta, the playmaking, the passing, he's brought nothing to the table. So these guys all need to find solutions, and we need to move on from them before we get to names like Thuram is what I'm getting at, right? But we'll see. In terms of some of these comments, again, guys, I see Brandon here. The chat is going to make me lose my mind. It's the first friendly. We're acting like a Smash Day 20. Yes. But this is what happens. It happens every year. I've been through this. It's not my first rodeo, okay? I just keep telling everybody, calm down. Just a preseason. In the middle of a mercato where Juve can go many different ways. We have to see what their plans are. All right. We need to slide through one of their players as retribution to them sliding through Hector and injuring him. Like, I get you had to play, but why in a friendly? Hey, you're playing a contact sport. Injuries are going to happen. Is what it is. I'll be quite honest, and I'll stand firm by it. I mean, I'm not really upset about that. And honestly, I mean, we went through some of those guys too. Locatelli did as well. It is what it is. I'm not getting too fired up about it. Ecuador, I don't even believe he's on this first team by the end of it. Charles coming in here saying Luiz is impressive. I like the technique and movement. Zagrova is horrible. I really hoped he would impress. Underwhelming. I agree with both. Yeah, I agree with both. The thing with Zagrova is like he's so frustrating because even last season, I mean, we kept hearing about the fitness, the status, where he's at, the injuries, etc. And it's just like, man, you're waiting and you're waiting and you're waiting for this guy to be fit. And he showed you glimpses here and there that he can really, really put defenses under. But then he's also shown you glimpses where he slows everything right down, and the team game sometimes isn't fast-paced and it doesn't click, and it's kind of all over the place. My biggest thing with Zagrova is you waited. If he is truly fit, okay? If he is truly fit, you've waited the year with all this nonsense about his fitness and everything. This is probably the season you should judge him on, because you're not going to make top dollar or anything in saying goodbye to this guy. This is your season to judge, not last. That's just where I'm at with Zagrova, but I agree wholeheartedly. He's very frustrating. Very, very frustrating player. I really like Boga in first half, played with a lot of intensity. What a signing that was. Boga was a great find for that kind of money. So far has been solid value. Solid value. We don't have problems with those cheaper deals, right? So Celik might find himself in the same situation where he's not really going to be a problem, and you don't really get too fired up about those ones, whether they work or they don't, because they just don't cost you a bunch, right? Panda, I am scared that Spalletti will pass out with the way he is screaming. Oh, man. Hey, that's what's getting the chat going. It's Spalletti flipping out like it's match day 20 there on the sideline, and it's got the chat going here, getting all fired up. Oh, man. Spalletti. What a guy. It then doesn't work in Serie A, just like Openda. He thrives more in a fast-paced game, and Serie A doesn't play like that. I don't even know if it's fast-paced game, because he's a dribbler, and typically you need guys like that to unlock the bus in Serie A. So if you didn't have any dribblers and you're playing that wall at the back with 5, you're going to struggle. You're going to struggle. You need guys like that. So I don't think it has anything. In the open games, it's just easy. It's easy to play. You don't need guys like any specific guys to play in an open game in an open match. But when you're playing 70% 3-5-2s that turn into these walls at the back, parked and loaded, you need some of these guys. You need these dribblers. That's why Boga does very, very well. Very, very well. Because he can dribble. Yildiz was doing fantastic until he had that knee inflammation because he can dribble. So I don't think it's a league thing. I think Zagrova just needs to get his head out of his ass. Literally. That's it. Just get your head out of your ass. But some of that's got to come from the coach too. Like slowing it down too much. Slowing it down too much. You got to understand when the action needs to continue and when you could take that time to slow it up. But when you have numbers moving forward and there's a guy making a run and the ball needs to be delivered in his path, then you got to do that. And that's my issue with Zagrova. But let's see. We're going to get ready for the second half as the teams come in here. I'm sure there's going to be changes. And let's see. Aaron, absolutely. We have a new guy making these deals, trying to be optimistic. We could bring in some quality that can improve this team. Hey, it's not going to take much. That's the thing. It isn't going to take a whole bunch. If you even find 3 guys that can push the needle to the starting lineup, that helps. That goes a long way. The bench needs to be sorted. That's why I'm saying like guys like Miretti, Adzic, the guys that brought absolutely nothing. Openda, goodbye, right? And Cope can go. Even Louise coming in is fine. And that will help even as a depth option, okay? Celik will help as a depth option. Cabal needs to go. I'm still saying it too. As a depth option, you pick up Zaniolo for like a 15 mil deal, and you incorporate, you get it maybe for less by incorporating both Cabal and Adzic, for God's sakes. I give both just to bring Zaniolo in and have that off the bench. Absolutely. Absolutely. Take them both. I'll throw in Artur for good measure. Vavatinde. So what? Speak of the devil, Rugani out there, Cabal, Milik. Oh, Licina. I want to see Licina show some stuff. Miretti coming in. Holy smokes! Like I said, you're gonna see changes preseason. Perin in goal with the armband. My goodness. Entire squad has changed. Yeah, I'm excited to see Licina. Come on, show me some stuff, kid. Artur! Hey! Oi, mama. Let's get into it. Second half kicks off, everybody. This is an old timers match. Oh my goodness, man. Milik, Artur, Rugani, Cabal gonna get 2 yellows in 5 minutes in a friendly, and Spalletti's gonna have a heart attack on the sideline. Miretti right to the opposition with his first pass. Fantastic. Fuck, players like that frustrating me, man. You know they got the tools. And he's just... Miretti's such a frustrating one, man. I really had high hopes for that guy with Juve. Going back before the loan to Genoa, I had high hopes for him. Licina on it for Juve. Plays it back, collects, turns up the flank. Gani to Cabal. Launching this one. And Milik's offside. Nah, man. Brahim, the first half was definitely not even the first team. I see two guys that are actually going to be starters that were in that first half, if I'm honest. No, three. Basel's on it right now, knocking it about. They're up that left flank. I could preseason friendly. Let's get some goals. Let's see some goals. Obviously not from Basel, but nice challenge back. Oof. Steps in and fires that one, but slices wide of Pedin's goal. I love Miretti. Gives me hopes of becoming pro. Ayo. Miretti right there all alone too after stripping it. Can't get it by the keeper, man. Unreal. Miretti. Jesus, man. Artur working up the sideline there. Draws a foul. Cabal on it. Who's that down on the sideline? Is that Obuavdoro? Obuavdoro? However you say that guy's name? It's Openda inside. To the outside. Licina now. Oh, on the carpet. Shot blocked. I seriously think you take out Adzic and put Licina in the first team this year. Licina's on the ball here. What a turn. What a turn. Oh, pass let him down. Reti into Artur. Artur. Out to Licina. No, that's Joao Mario. Excuse me. Joao Mario cuts inside. Left-footed shot right at the keeper. Joao Mario. Woo. Imagine you sign Chelik and then Spalletti decides he wants to keep Joao Mario around and actually play him and use him. Why do I like Joao Mario? Man, he should have gotten some more chances. Like, I always laugh at the arguments about a fullback and the defensive duties because no true fullback, can like defend like an absolute animal. It's like very, very few, but you usually lose something offensively with that. Like Kalulu is not super strong offensively. Oh, ball played across, and we just can't latch onto it to put it in. But I tell you, after all these changes, these guys look more convincing that they'll score a goal. Minetti plays this one right across, just doesn't get to Openda. But you got to sacrifice something. Like, to get the perfect balance, a guy that can defend solidly and attack and be a crazy threat is rare. Like, those guys are elite and few and far between. So something's got to give. But, like, we never use the guy. Barely. But the guy was a winger and was converted to fullback, which happens a lot as well. We did the same with Juan Cuadrado. Hell, we kind of did it with McKennie for a couple seasons. Stefan Lichtsteiner got his notepad out. Mario can't do either from Gio. Nah. Come on. Nonsense now. He can attack. The problem was Kalulu wasn't going anywhere in the lineup, and Joao Mario can't play the left side. He absolutely does suck on the left side, I will say that. Stripped here. Played to Artur. Up ahead. It's Milik. On the carpet here, Openda. Cuts inside. Shot right at the keeper. Spalletti going to decide to keep Milik only for his body to absolutely explode the second the season starts so that he could just go back to the bed at J Medical. Darren Burgess, though, insane. In the 24-25 season, I think Juve missed something like 310 matches through injuries to their players. And this past season, we were at 180 or something, 185, 187. So a huge cutback. He's not solely, obviously, responsible, but let's make no jokes about it. I mean, he's going to be one of the major reasons why. That's why I just couldn't believe rumors that Spalletti didn't like maybe the interference or how involved he is in the training sessions or what he maybe trying to take guys out and whatnot, and Spalletti doesn't appreciate it because he's trying to do his thing. But you can't argue with results, and it's an issue that we've had for so long. And this guy, Burgess, is literally like the only guy pretty much at the club that's like top class for what he does. You just can't get mad at it. The guy brought Milik, and this is why I get to it. He brought Milik back onto the pitch. This guy was in the Bermuda Triangle, for God's sakes, and he got him back on a pitch. That deserves an award. Don't think about sacking the guy. Give this man an award. Artur. Obodo. Obodu. Obodu is how they say it. That's how the commentator's saying it anyways. Obodu? Pino studied Darren Burgess for his degree. Genius with biomechanics and conditioning. Yeah, that's a big change in number. It's a big change in number. Ooh. Jeez. Arthur. Oh, he gave a PK. Fuck. It's in the box. Get this fucking guy out of here. That's okay, Perin. Perin will stop it. Perin! Hey! Let's go. Otelo with a shocking PK, man. These guys with these slow little stutters and garbage run-ups spend so much time trying to send a keeper when we just pick your spot and rip the damn thing. Oh well. Big stop by Perin. It's 0-0. Lichina sends it forward. Here's a cross coming in. Oh! Oboduo tries to put it right back across. Nobody can latch on to this thing for Juve. Keep getting this ball up, forward, in and around the area. Nobody could just latch onto this thing and put one home. Oh, that little through ball. Tried to find Openda there. Big challenge there. How's that not a foul? That's funny. This ref's kind of all over the place too. He's in preseason mode as well. Yeah, freaking Rugani better than Katz. The bar isn't very high. Oh my goodness, man. The decisions there. How do you not walk away with that ball? Was that Moretti again? Come on, man. The words of Skanga. Have a couple panini. Let's get going here. Juve wins the ball back here. It's Arthur. Makes a cut. Plays it out to the flank. Lichina. Back to Arthur. Rugani. Long ball sent forward. Openda there. Takes a touch. Puts it right to the defender. Arthur's looking a little thick. Let's put it that way. Just comment, Arthur look out of shape. And to be fair, I mean, it's preseason. A bunch of them will not have the conditioning where they need it to be. It's part of the reason you play these games. Oh, absolutely toasted on that side. And that was Joao Mario absolutely roasted on that side. Dear God. Artur to Miretti to Rugani. Back to Artur. How is it these guys can't cross the ball effectively? Throw and taken. Drop back to Artur. Miretti. Oh. Oh, what a shot! Oh my goodness. Oboduo, what a shot, man. Holy. Strips it and almost goes top bins with that thing. Great save by the keeper, man. Holy smokes. So, we're going to look at some of these guys. In January, Juventus did a fantastic job with youngsters, man. Oboduo, Licina. There's a kid everybody forgets about, Esad Deniz. There's also a defender whose name eludes me right now. Forgive me. But they did a fantastic job in January of at least stockpiling good young talent. Justin Oboduo is one. Good shot from Scooby-Doo. Oboduo. 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 Oh, Joao Mario can't get his cross in, but it's going to be corner kick for Juve. See if we can get to this thing. They're pretty close to another hydration break in the sweltering 25 degrees Celsius weather. Oh, Milik puts it right, or that was Rugani, excuse me. Right back and misses the short side there, goal on that header. There's the hydration break. Oh no, just subs. 3 more being made by the Swiss Express. Lichtsteiner. They had hydration breaks during World Cup games when it was raining in Toronto. Well, they got to get the ad space in, man. They got to get the ad space in so that Infantino can pay that appeals club that made the decision for Donald Trump there on Balogun. That was just ridiculous. Infantino is such a mutt. Such a mutt. And Trump just sues him on the interview when he's trying to tell everybody it's done by an appeal committee and that's how the decision's made. And then Trump just flat out tells everybody, yeah, I called Gianni. That shit was ridiculous. Way to destroy credibility for the game and the tourney. Infantino, you absolute mutt. Yeah, they got a halftime show. Everybody's flipping out about this halftime show, 30 minutes. It's like practically going to be 2 games now. You have 30 minutes to break things down, make adjustments, whatever. It is what it is. Just enjoy the fucking show. It's not that big a deal. An extra 15 minutes is not make or break. You already got 2 hydration breaks, for God's sakes. And then they're flipping out about the championship rings. I tell you what, you still should get the traditional medals, but if they added a ring on top of it, man, championship rings are fantastic. I think it's a great idea. They're all amazing. And the fact that they're actually making them available for fans so you could purchase a championship ring of your nation is actually kind of cool. Penda tries to slow this one up. Little touch here, out to the flank. Back in front. Challenge, takes it away. Oh, Licina just couldn't get that thing to fall for him. Okay. Here's your hydration break, everybody. Licina looks he looks like an old school baller, man, with that mustache. He doesn't look as young as he is, and I like it. I like it. I agree with the rings, but don't sell them to fans. I don't know, man. As a collector, it would be a sick piece. Like right now, I'm at the point I just want the Azzurri to qualify for one of these things. But, you know, we win another one. It'd be sick to have as a collection showpiece. One of the actual rings. Not wearing it around like you fucking won the thing. But as a collector, I think it'd be cool. But I get what you're saying with the Stanley Cup names, because I think that happened this year. He didn't put the owner didn't put his dog's name on it, but damn near should have. He put the entire family, put all his kids, put his wife's name on it. It's like, and they're free to do that. They have a certain amount of spaces for like the owner can choose there, and then it's like, but they don't put any of the team staff on there. So I kind of do have an issue with it. It's like, yeah, you're the owner and you could do that. But like none of the staff goes on there, which is kind of bullshit. All right, 71st minute here, okay? 71 minutes, 28 seconds, 0-0 in this friendly with Basel. Let's get a goal, lads. Little touch there, played forward. A little touch to the outside now. Openda's there. Too long, buddy. Come on, man. Holy. Spalletti. Cross cut off. Ugh. Like, holy shit. I know it's preseason, but let's get a little urgency here. Like Openda. Openda's one of the guys fighting for dear life, trying to attract some clubs too. Like, let's go. Oh my goodness, man. Woo! Preseason follies there. Corner kick cleared by Milik. It's going to be another corner kick for Basel here. Ball played across. Basel looking to get another cross into it. Oh my God, spun him around. That's shocking. Is that Joao Mario again? Eesh. Nothing like waking up, watching a little football just to be put back to sleep again. It's preseason. It's friendly. Like, at least get the goals up. Come on. What are you playing not to lose? Fuck, just go after it. Tuna, yeah, Hector had to leave. The early reports are just muscular injury. So we got Carl Weathers in. I mean, Openda. Fuck, I'd take Apollo Creed right now over Openda in a heartbeat. And not like Rocky 1 to 3 Apollo Creed, not 4. Milik keeping this one in for us. Ends up having it out off them for a throw in. But Holy smokes, you guys. Come on. Let's get back down there. Get it. Best chance of the game. Well, it wasn't even the best chance. The closest we've come to scoring was that rip from Justin Oboduo. Oh, played in the middle there. Cut off. Sloppy passing. Terrible shot. Preseason, baby. Salah. It was Salah. Mimo Salah. What happened to being on Scalvini, Kyoto, and Udogi? Kyoto renewed, extended his contract. Scalvini's got a hefty tag on him for price. And Udogi's, well, Udogi. Fuck, I seriously think I have a shot of making this Juve side, boys. I'm not even joking. Holy smokes. Holy. Ugly, ugly stuff. But he's trying to get after it and create some pressure and get some turnovers. But it's a pretty drab game, man. Holy. China now draws a foul. Cabal on it here on the left. Played in front of his path. Puts it off a defender. It's going to be a throw in. It's the last 10 minutes. Go get a goal, boys. Come on. What are you doing here? Oof. As Rui out on the pitch, that's another guy that can just go away. There's nothing there. Arthur now switching the field, and it's a terrible pass. Jesus. Trying to draw a foul after. Nothing doing. Nice little turn there. Now played out. Oboduo running off the left. Basel closing down on him. He does get it over to Openda, who of course can't trap that thing. Fucking passing into a trampoline, brother. Ciao, ciao, LJJ. Great to see you in here. Reminder, everybody, let's get the likes up. Let's at least, they're not giving us anything, but let's at least do it for the channel, eh? O canale. Oh. By the way, predictions. World Cup final tomorrow. Predictions. Who's winning that thing, everybody? Spain going to do it or Argentina? Oh, he tries to go again to that back post corner. Oboduo. Spain. Argentina winning this. Spain. Argentina. Watching the World Cup, I really wish we kept Vega. That was silly of Kamoli not to just wrap up that deal. I wanted us to wrap up that deal. I liked Vega. I really liked Vega. Ooh! Dangerous cross. Right across the area. Basel can't latch onto it. Now send it back to the outside on the opposite end. Cross cleared out by Rui. Corner kick coming for Basel. Gino Eddie says hopefully Argentina. Remy saying Infantino will win. I mean Argentina. Cleared out. Rui trying to run away with it too. Now plays it forward. Oh, look at the pace there. Oh! And there's the red card. Openda does have wheels, man. I'll give him that. He's fucking fast in open field. It's just everything else that follows is a gong show. Fuck, he almost handballed that thing too in our area. Like, what a awkward. Oh, he did handball it. But it's off the head, though. I'm pretty sure the flick on. Little keeper switch off the red. 5 minutes to go for a victory against Basel in the friendly. Let's do it. Give us a goal. Come on. Come on, lads. Get the goal. Yes, I am not able to air the match here, so I don't really know. I just never take the chance. YouTube's so funny, and we've had strikes for shit before. This friendly probably wouldn't do anything, but it's just not worth it. Miretti takes it right off the wall. Ruhi now. Little through ball in. Oh. Joao Mario can't settle that. Juve's on the ball here. To the outside. Oboduo. Ruhi. Finds his way to Artur. Oboduo beats his man. Slows up. Double team comes in. Plays it back. Ruhi. Inside for Openda. Oh! Makes one turn now to the outside. Oboduo. Oh. That's a terrible, terrible ball across. Oh, nicely won back. Is that Licina? Well done. Finds Artur. Holy hell, what is this ball? Trying to go back post for Licina now, and he's trying to get this thing put back into the mixer, but no such luck. So far it's been minimal for where I'm affected. I'm out on the West Coast. We had 2 bad days of smoke here from a fire that was 3 or 4 hours away from where I live. And then I think some of the smoke we're getting here is actually from a fire in the States down south that's made its way up. But it hasn't been too bad over here. No, I think Eastern Canada is struggling a lot more than we have so far. Let's go. 1 minute. 1 minute to get this thing done. And in a friendly, they don't usually give you much for extra time anyways. So go find one. Come on. Door now to the outside. Licina. On his man, cuts inside. Tartur. Cabal. Back to the outside. Licina. Nah. This thing's going to end at 0. End at nils, everybody. 0-0 with Basel in a friendly. Oof. Oh, well. Just a friendly. Just want to get a look at some guys. Decent showing from Oboduo. Mixed from Licina. Mixed bag from him. Not his best showing that I've ever seen from him, I'll say that. But Artur, fuck, goodbye. Openda can go. On the ground. Oh, fire the thing. What are you waiting for? What do you need a touch in there for? Just put that thing on goal. There's Licina on it now. Oh, swing it back out there, man. They're taking the long route every time. Nobody going up for that to even challenge. 3 minutes of added time. Whew. 2 minutes left. Just an absolute sleeper of a preseason game. But yeah, just to look at some of the players. Get a little run in. Get back going to it. But I think there's a lot of guys that have to change people's minds, and I don't think those guys did anything to do that. Adzic ain't changing my mind. Miretti ain't changing my mind. Artur's definitely not changing my mind. Cabal isn't. Nobody's really changing minds out here. Not today. Oboduo's... It's got some game, though. I'll tell you that. Back to Artur. Guys, like, get the ball forward here. Find somebody. Look at, and then you send it to his chest. Like, that's the, he's fucking wide open out on the flank. Like, Artur can fuck right off, man. Holy. Preseason friendly or not, the guy is just shocking, man. Holy hell. All alone out on the right side. I'm going to whip this into your chest to deal with. Unbelievable. Well, yeah, this is what it is, man. Misery loves company, right, Dominito? Shocking watch here, gotta say. Shocking watch. It ends there, 0-0, and that's the best part about this game. Mamma mia. Best part about this game is that it ended. Woo! I'm telling you. Okay, first off, Swarit, unfortunately, I can't do a watch along for the World Cup final. I would love to, but I'm actually hosting. People for the World Cup final. We're going to have a barbecue because it's noon over here. So we're going to have barbecue, have some beverages. I got a match myself later on at 7 p.m. that I'll be playing. So I just won't be able to. I'd love to do one, but it ain't going to happen. I got my pops coming over. We're going to watch a World Cup final together. Like I said, family. They're going to spend some time with our newborn baby boy, Alessio. And we're going to have some fun. But you guys, this watch, whew, tough one. I think we're all on the same, oh man. I think we're all in the same spot here with this one. Nobody's really changing your mind. It's kind of more, what guys do you have that could maybe be incorporated into this roster that take you away from looking at the market? That's kind of what it comes down to. Miretti can go. Adzic can go. Artur can go. Nobody's changing minds. I think Douglas Luiz has a shot at staying, and he has a serious case when you're looking at Miretti leaving, Adzic leaving. You have a serious case of Artur sticking around. I think he's got a serious shot at it, and I think we should definitely be considering it. But outside of that, the young guys, Licina, I think, could have a spot. Ecuador, we saw, unfortunately, for limited time. I'd like to see more of him before making a decision, but I've had my doubts that he actually makes it into the starting, into the first team. I've had my doubts the entire time. Justin Oboduo, he's got some chops. That kid's got some chops. So I like it. That's really it. I'm not taking a whole bunch out of this. We have 5 preseason friendlies. Obviously, they're going to be heading to Australia for some of them. But as things keep going, we'll start to learn more. We're going to learn more about what Spalletti wants to do, what his plans are. I don't like that we seemingly are going to a 3-man back set and it is playing out more like a three-man back set, I'd like to see a straight up 4-3-3, 4-2-3-1. But again, Cambiaso is one of these guys that affects that and how Spalletti plays this whole setup. It's kind of because you've got that hybrid there. And it also is because of how guys like Boga play, guys like Yildiz play. We have to figure that out or we're going to have the same kind of struggles. But yeah, you can't take much out of this tactically, strategic. You can't take anything out of that. It's more so getting a look at these guys and making decisions. So like I said, the window can go many different ways for Juventus. We'll wait to see how Massara, Ottolini, Cannavali all decide they want to move, and Spalletti as well. I really don't feel like he's got some tough decisions to make if I'm looking at Spalletti. Shikrova, not a good showing for him, but I still think this season going into it is the one where you make the decision on him because he ain't going to get top dollars and stuff. So, again, first preseason, 0-0. We have to wait a little longer for the first preseason goal, okay? And not a whole lot to make some decisions on fringe players. But Dougie Luiz, he's got a serious shot, everybody. Got a serious shot. You guys, hey, it's weekend time, Saturday. Wish we would have had goals and fun stuff. We got a PK save from Perin. We got a beautiful shot from Obodul that should have gone in. Great stop by the keeper. Credit where credit's due. The guys that suck still suck. Just putting it bluntly there. Hey, we got to see what this team does. For today, I thank you all for the watch along. Okay, it's been fun. You guys make it fun. You guys make a game like that is just dreadful to watch actually bearable. Okay, I agree wholeheartedly with that comment that came in from Don Benito. Absolutely right. You guys make this games like that bearable. I thank you all. The channel, we're going to have a lot of fun this year. Okay, so it's preseason for them. It's preseason for us, and we got some cool stuff planned for all of you. Okay, and tomorrow, after the World Cup, we announce the ride or die results. The champion has already been decided. Luca, Frenchie, he cannot be caught. He wins it. So if you chose Luca, congratulations. Everyone that chose to ride or die with Luca, you will be entered in for the top prize. We have prizes for second place and third place as well. All right? And that will be decided tomorrow's game. So more than just the ultimate trophy up for grabs and maybe a championship ring. We're going to have a lot of fun though. Okay? We're going to have a lot of fun. You guys, enjoy your weekends. Hope you guys have an amazing time. And as always, I'll keep you in the loop on the news. Might be a shorts update a little bit later. And I'm starting to do some skits. Starting to have some fun with you because we can't be so serious all the time, all right? And I even see it today in the first preseason friendly. A little wound up, a little too tight. You guys, take it easy. Take it easy. So we're going to have some fun. We're going to have some fun, okay? Not be so uptight, so serious all the time. You guys, no matter what, fino alla fine, forza Juventus. You guys are the best, all right? Ciao tutti. Enjoy your weekends. We'll talk real soon.